Guys, welcome. How are we doing? So, very quick video, right? I just want to put the record straight. If you watched my last video about the pillion peg installation, then you will have seen me talking about what I referred to in that video as the electrical gubbins, right? That was mounted on one side of the frame under here, on the right hand side of the scoop. And I said in that video, it's got some sort of electrical gubbins mounted on it, and I was talking about it, and I said I'm not even sure what it does, but it does something. And it got me to thinking, what exactly is this piece of kit, and what does it do, and is it important? So I did a little research, and from what I can gather, it is the what they call the tilt sensor, or the tilt meter, okay? And from the research I've done, now if anyone out there knows different and can correct me, then please do in the comments below. But from what I can gather, this is the tilt meter, and what it does, when it's mounted horizontally, it is a safety mechanism. If you fall off your scoot and your bike goes on its side, or you lean too far and it looks like you're coming off, I don't know whether you can hear that, but it has a contact inside, okay, and when it turns too far, you can hear the contact moving, okay, and it obviously makes a circuit. Now the idea is that when it leans over too far or you come off and it turns, it disables the engine, it cuts the engine out, and that stops the back wheel spinning, it stops you getting caught in the back wheel, and it also stops the fuel pump, from what I can gather, right? So this piece of kit should be mounted where it was originally, horizontally. Now, if you watched that previous video, I took it off, I moved it to the other side of the bracket, so now it's upside down, and I mounted it at 45 degrees. Now you can hear the contact moving. I don't know whether you can, but I can hear the contact moving in there. So to mount it at 45 degrees is extremely dangerous, okay? And it got me thinking, well, why isn't the engine cut out of the scoop? If I've been riding around like this and I've done several hundred miles with it, because I did this, remember, last year. So I've had nearly 12 months of scootering with it mounted incorrectly. And I thought, well, that's not good, because I'm riding around with it at 45 degrees. I'm leaning the scoot over to one side. It should be disabling the engine. And it got me thinking, why is it not working? I've no idea, right? So if you can shed any light on why it's not working, what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug it back on, start the engine, and just experiment. And if with the engine on, then maybe it's going to cut the engine out, right? Let's see. Let's see. Okay, keys. So I'm going to plug it back in. It goes on here. Goes that way. Okay, so it's plugged in, so it says upper, so it should be mounted that way, right? Let's give it a try and just see if it works. Hold on guys, steering lock's on. Well, if it is the tilt meter, if that is the tilt meter, it's not working, right? Why does it not cut the engine out? Am I misunderstanding it, guys? If you can shed, whoops, that's the new alarm. There's a video coming out about that as well very soon. So if you can shed any light on the tilt meter, guys, what I think is the tilt meter, please do. But I just want to say that previous video, don't take my advice and put it on at 45 degrees. I don't think it's the correct thing to do. I think it's bad practice, and I don't want to be responsible for anybody messing up their safety mechanism on the bike, right? Having said that, I've done it. It's not affected the performance of the scoot. So is my tilt meter broken? That's the question. I don't know, but it's not working as it should do. Cheers, guys.